Hello Mint, welcome. Today this is Network Marketing Compensation Plans 101, the bare bones basic. I've never been in this industry before. What is this compensation plan thing? So basically, it does not matter what industry you're in, you have a compensation plan. And I'm going to use, here's the idea, I've got a dollar bill that comes in to the company. How as a company do we divide this dollar bill up? Where do the different pennies go? And the idea is behind a compensation plan is let's put the money that we pay out to our promoters wherever it incentivizes the best behavior. And so one of the myths I'm going to debunk right now is when someone comes to you and says, we have by far the best compensation plan in the industry, that's bogus. Because every compensation plan, and I'm going to cover the two most popular in the industry right now, there's probably 5 super popular ones, but I'll cover the 2 most popular. All of them pay within 5%. So most companies pay between 35 and 42%, some up to 50%. That means if a dollar comes in, 50 cents of it's paid out in the compensation plan somehow, some way. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons between the 2 most popular, and in the next video, I'll actually dive into the 3 different main ways we make money here at Mint. So for my example, I actually want to talk about door-to-door sales and tell you why there cannot be a perfect compensation plan. So in door-to-door sales, I'll use the example of the manager goes out and recruits the salesman. And let's say we're selling DirecTV. If I'm selling DirecTV and it's $100 every time, as a company, we make $100 every time an account is sold. We have to figure out how are we going to split that $100 up between the manager and the salesman. Well, if I'm a really, really good manager, I want 99 to go to the manager and $1 to go to the salesman. If I'm a really good salesman, I want 99 to go to the salesman and $1 to go to the manager, right? And then what happens on top of that is then you have regional managers, and those regional managers are in charge of the managers, and so you got to have $2 going there, and so I mean it's complicated. Really the basics are it's a super complicated mathematical algorithm to figure out how to divide up the dollar bill. And I'm going to talk about 2 of the most popular in the industry compensation plans, and about something called breakage that you should know about. So in a binary, a lot of pros and cons here. The con is I can't stand when people think they can get involved in this industry and it's sort of the lottery feel, where my upline is going to build my entire team. And we don't want those people. We want people that can step in and see this as a business and build their own business. So it's a pro and a con, but in the binary, it has something called sling, where yeah, you get benefit from what your sponsor or the group that brought you in does. It's a good thing and a bad thing. I do like the team approach, that as good as the team does, as good as everybody does. So there's pros and cons there. One of the pros is it's unlimited depth. So you can drive a team down. It does not matter how deep it goes. So if this is me and I get started and I bring 4 guys to the table, these are my core 4, I get them started. As soon as I plug in my first 2, I only have 2 legs, 2 teams. Number 3, Rob, when I bring Rob in, he starts on Tanner's team. That's awesome. So it's a team build system, but nobody needs to come in here and think, this is a lottery, I got placed in the right spot. No, you yourself are going to have to build 2 teams. So then we have, so on the binary, the cap is not on depth. It goes on limited depth forever. It does not matter the number of levels deep. The cap is usually on a dollar amount. So a company will say, when you reach X amount of sales on both your teams, we'll cap you at a dollar amount. If it grows bigger than that, we don't pay you anymore. So on a unilevel, it's easier to see breakage. So a unilevel usually pays on levels. So this would be level 1. If this is me, and I bring in my core 4 right here, this would be considered level 1. Level 2 is anyone that this guy brings in, or this guy, or this gal. Level 3 would be anyone that this guy brings in. Level 4 is down. I mean, so you can see that these are actually built on levels. And most companies, around level 5, 6, up 9 levels, whatever it is, they cut it off and say anyone that comes into your business after those levels, that's breakage right there. So breakage happens on levels here, it happens at a dollar amount over here. Is breakage a good thing or is it a bad thing? It's a good thing. Because without breakage, the company dies. If the company says you'll just go unlimited, then you die and then you don't have a business at all. So consider breakage a good thing, but this is a comparison between the 2. Unilevel, the pro is you get involved and you know you have to put in the work because nobody's giving you anything. But the con is you don't get the benefit of the team approach, which I love, of being able to work with some of the group that got in before you. I love the simplicity of the binary because it's two. I have to build two teams. Over here you go wide, and this, you can go as wide as you want. And the wider you go, the more complicated it gets as you're trying to manage multiple groups. With the binary, there's only two. These are the classics of the compensations. Watch the next video and I'll go into a little bit about why the MYNT compensation plan has been designed perfect for the group they're going after. But I just wanted to give you the basic background of what compensation plans are all about, and hopefully this helped you understand the two basic forms of compensation inside network marketing. Hey, one thing I left out on the basics of network marketing compensation plans is a lot of people ask, what's this volume thing? Like I get paid. So for example, here at MYNT, we have the energy drinks cost $59, but you get 50 PV. What's PV? That stands for personal volume. Why do you get paid on volume and not just on the total dollar amount or sales that happens in your organization? Well, the reason is this. We're planning on being a global organization. And when you go global, what happens is if we go to Japan, you can't say, okay, well, if a case of energy drinks costs $59 here, then it's over there, and then we're going to change whatever. It's complicated. So they just say, hey, a case of energy drink has 50 PV, I don't care what country you're in, but what's going to change is the dollar amount. So maybe it costs 1,000,000 yen when we go to Japan, and over here it's $59. So I want you to understand, when I talk on this next video about how to get paid, I'm talking about volume instead of just dollar sales, and that's coming because we're structuring this so we can go global.